Hey everybody, it's Aaron and welcome back to the House of Aaron. Welcome back to the house where we talk news, celebrities, and hot topics. I'm excited to be with you guys on this Monday night. You guys, we have an amazing episode of House Call because we got to get into some things when it comes to the Real Housewives of Potomac, okay? They came on last night and child Wendy was playing the same song and the same song and the same song on repeat. We got to get into it. And then, of course, Robyn getting after Gizelle's ass. I was all the way here for it. But also, we have some Real Housewives of Potomac casting news, okay? Andy Cohen is spilling the tea. Who is going to be gone next season and who is coming back, all right? And then also, I do want to get into Larsa Pippen and this whole situation with Khloe Kardashian. So apparently, Larsa is blowing the lid off of the whole Kardashian family. And she is basically saying that she was Tristan's woman before Khloe. All right, now get into that tea. If you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel if you haven't already. And let's get straight into the video. All right, y'all, so this is gonna be a really good video, okay, because we got some good stuff to talk about. First things first, let's get into Potomac, okay? So you guys know that Potomac came on last night, and of course I kind of feel like, you know, I'm a broken record at this point because we keep talking about the same things, okay? How Portia say, y'all want some chapstick, okay? Y'all want some mints, y'all mouths getting chapped and dry talking about the same stuff, Miss Wendy. Because on this episode that aired last night, we saw Wendy bring up her doctorate degree and her PhD and her master's and her bachelor's, her associates and her high school diploma over and over and over again. And the women on the show are tired of it, all right? If we watching it from the outside looking in, then I know Gizelle, Robyn, Candace, and the rest of the girls are tired of hearing Wendy talk about her degrees. Now, okay, what I will say, and I've said this before, Wendy, we love an educated black woman, all right? We love that you have a PhD, and I don't think Karen was really trying to take anything away from her. All she was trying to say is, girl, you may be a doctor, but you ain't no medical doctor, so you really don't have no authority over this situation, all right? Which I agreed with Karen in that sentiment. However, I did, you know, feel for Wendy when she said that her father died, I believe, while she was obtaining her PhD. She was pregnant while she was obtaining her PhD, and she was going through a lot. And so I feel for Wendy on that front, but girl, let it go, okay? Karen has apologized for it, and so you need to move on, all right? And then did y'all catch that Wendy is actually named after the fast food restaurant Wendy's? Okay, I was just like, whoa, like that took me for a whirl. Okay, how Jeffree Star say, let's take it for a whirl. Like that took me in a 360 because I just was so boggled, okay, by that. Another thing that I wanted to bring up that happened on last night's episode was the fact that Robyn and Karen really got into Gizelle's shit. Okay, you guys know that I cannot stand Gizelle. You guys know that I feel like Gizelle is messy and she does everything for television, but I digress. You guys know that, you know, I feel like her relationship with Jamal is extremely contrived and made up, but then again, I digress. And so does Karen, even her best friend Robyn, and the kids, okay? Everybody thinks that this relationship is doomed and is headed in one direction, all right? Shout out to One Direction, Liam, and the rest of them, because, honey, that's where it's going, nowhere but south. Now, I loved when Karen really got into some things, and she was like, you know, we know that Jamal lives in your phone, honey, all right? We know he lives on the face of the time and the face of the book. But he's not here, okay? We don't ever see him in the flesh. He's never at any event. He doesn't support you and shows up in person. And you really need to step back, okay? And get out of everybody else's business, all right? And worry about the business that pays you. Because it's looking like Jamal Bryant don't pay you no mind. And half the time that Gizelle is interacting with Jamal Bryant, he don't be picking up his phone, okay? And so it's like half the time we see him on FaceTime, the other half of the time he not picking up the phone. And really, okay, in all honesty, that's kind of how long distance relationships are, okay? Yes, our boyfriends and our girlfriends do live in our phone, because I'm in a long distance relationship my damn self. However, I feel like I see my man more than Gizelle sees her. So I just feel like they got to figure that out. And I love how Robyn has a backbone. I love how she is speaking her mind this season. I love how she is getting in everybody's shit. And guess what, Robyn? I'm all the way here for it. All right. And you know what makes Robyn a good, bone carrier? You know what makes Robyn valid to be in everybody else's business? Because Robyn this season has actually shared her business with us and has been, forthcoming and straight up about it. All right. And so, yes, we're going to give Robyn a little bit of leeway to get into everybody's shit because guess what? We were in hers. Before this moment, I kind of felt like Robyn should get the boot. All right. I felt like she should just be demoted or fired or kicked off. But according to Andy Cohen, all right, this is some tea now. It looks like most of the ladies, if not all, will be back for next season. All right. So Andy Cohen did an interview with someone. I have no idea who. Okay, I would have to check my sources. I'll put it in the link down in the description box. But he told someone that everyone on the Potomac Housewives has a role to play and they do it beautifully. All right. So he basically alluded to the fact that there is probably not going to be any cast changes for the upcoming season of Potomac, which I believe would be season 6, if I'm not mistaken. Unless, of course, someone does quit the show. But honestly, I don't think anybody's quitting the show. All right. And so we can all pipe down about who should leave the show. Should Candace leave the show? Should Monique leave the show? Because as it stands right now, it looks like both Candace and Monique will be joining season 6 unless somebody quits. Now, I will say, they're going to have to talk about this, okay? They're going to have to reconcile or have some type of agreement or understanding at the season 5 reunion that's going to be filmed very soon. Because if they can't get to a place where Monique and Candace can't be in the same room or can't do a scene together, then that's going to pose a problem for production. And then in that case, somebody's going to have to get kicked off. Because honestly, none of y'all are Beyonce. None of y'all are the Queen of England. Ain't none of y'all the Vice President-elect. All right, shout out to Miss Kamala Harris. So y'all need to bring your egos down and film the damn show. All right, so let's move right along. I did want to mention this real quick before we get on out of here. Today's video was a little short, but it might be short, but it's always sweet. Let's talk about Larsa Pippen because she is in the news lately. She was on a podcast, and let me get the name of the podcast. So Larsa Pippen, you guys know, I believe she's the ex-wife of Scottie Pippen, the basketball player. And she's also known to be best friends with Kim Kardashian. She was on the Hollywood Raw podcast on Monday, November 9th, okay, which would be today. And she laid out the whole backstory between her, Tristan, and Khloe Kardashian, and is even going as far as to say that Kanye West is brainwashing the family. All right. And so I'm just going to give y'all the short and sweet version of it. All right. Y'all can listen to the podcast and look it up. I'm sure it's on Apple and Spotify and everywhere else. But the short and sweet version is that Tristan and Larsa Pippen were dating. Larsa Pippen took Tristan to Kim Kardashian's party. All right, I'm assuming this was years ago. And a week to 10 days later, Khloe and Tristan ended up together. All right. And so I'm viewing that as Khloe Kardashian stole Larsa Pippen's man. All right. It is what it is. It's going to be what it's going to be. I find it really interesting how Khloe wants to be a victim, okay, in every situation, every time somebody cheats on her, which is never a woman's fault when a man cheats. I just want to put that out there. But it's mighty convenient that Khloe is always a victim, but yet it seems like she's always taking somebody else's man as well. So I'm just a little bit confused. Let me know what you guys think about that. And then she says the reason why Kim and the rest of the family unfollowed her is because Kanye West told her to. All right. She basically said on the podcast that Kanye West brainwashed the rest of the family to not fuck with her. I've never really talked about the Kardashians before. And so I don't know, but I thought this was juicy. I thought you guys would want to know. Okay. I never talked about Larsa Pippen, I don't think, ever before. Maybe besides the fact that y'all remember when Kanye West did that Twitter rant over the summer and he was talking about some Drake. Okay. Larsa Chris Jong-un, all right, when he was off his meds and just being a mess, okay? And then speaking of Kanye West, do y'all know that 60,000 people across this country voted for him to be our 46th president of the United States? I'm disgusted. Y'all, our democracy could have been in the hands of this lunatic. And I just... bless the children, all right? Pray for the Kardashian family. They're in crisis, all right? So I want to know what you guys think about everything. How do you guys feel about the cast staying the same on Potomac? How do you guys feel about last night's episode? And then what do you guys think about Larsa Pippen blowing the lid, talking about some Tristan was my man first, honey? Khloe, it looks like you are messy boots. All right, so I'm just playing. All right, Tristan is just a terrible human being. Okay, he's a terrible human being. He messed with Kim's friend Larsa. He messed with Kylie's friend Jordan. Tristan deserves some discipline for what he's doing to Candy. Okay, aka Khloe. All right. Anyways, I love you guys. Don't forget to create a great day, and I will see you guys later. Bye.